In this tutorial, we are going to go over how to add a new session to an already registered program. So first off, we'll log into the Youth Program Registration System with our UW-Net ID and password. Then I'll get to this page, which is our dashboard. So we'll click on the page on the register a program. So you may be thinking, I already registered this program though, I just need to add something to the already registered program. This is the way you do that, even if it seems a bit confusing. So we'll click register a program. It'll take us to our in-scope questions. So the key here is to answer the same way that you did for your previous registration. So most importantly, you need to trigger the same form. So if it's a UW Youth program, you'll need to make sure that you trigger a UW Youth program form. So we'll say, yes, youth are a primary audience. Yes, the UW is responsible for the operation. And no, we are not providing a health-related clinical service. So we'll hit next. And this is our program details page. So here is where we are going to select the program that we have already registered in order to add a new session. So we'll hit select a program, and then we can click whichever program. This will have a list of all the programs you've registered. So we'll select whichever program we need to add a new session to. So for this, I'll select my test summer camp. All right, so this whole page is automatically filled out just as I previously entered information. So program details are going to remain the same, as all I'm doing is adding a new session. So we're going to hit next. All right, so this will take us to, okay, so this will take us to where we're going to add a new session. You know, when we originally registered this program, we did include a session. So that session doesn't show here, but it still exists. So don't worry too much about that if you're not seeing it appear. It's still there. So we'll go ahead and add a new session to this pre-existing program on this new session page. So let's say my previous entry of the test summer camp was for 2 weeks in July. Maybe my second session, you know, maybe not last minute, but later on we decided that we wanted also to do, you know, 2 weeks in August. So we'll add this August session for our, you know, the session that we're adding. We'll go ahead and put in some dates for that with the same calendar functions as before. So maybe it's the first 2 weeks of August. We'll say it's, you know, multiple days. We're starting on August 3rd and it goes for 2 weeks, ending on the 14th. This, you know, summer camp is the same as our previous one, same model. So we're not going to be happening, you know, we're not going to be running program on weekends, so we're click off on these 2 days. Enter in the number of participants we need, and fill out each of these session attributes question, either selecting yes or no. Okay, and then location, we'll say this one is also on campus. Maybe it's the same location, so we'll say it's Mary Gates Hall. And once again, of course, we have the option to upload our location files if we, you know, that's easier in any way. Authorized personnel. So this may be the same staff as your previous session, in which case you can go ahead and click this, the people that are associated with your program, and then in that case it's easier to just, you know, see all the same list of 50 people and include them here as well. You can also add new people, and you also, of course, again, have the option to upload a spreadsheet. For this case, we'll just, you know, leave it as this one for the ease of this tutorial. It asks if we want to do another session. You know, we'll say, you know, nope, we're just good. We just wanted to add that one. Hit next. It'll ask us to recertify. So you filled out this certification form when you initially registered the program, but we'll go ahead and do it again. And then finally, we have the review. Make sure that all these fields are complete. And, you know, as I mentioned before, none of these program questions will have changed. They'll remain the same because we didn't change anything on that page. All we did is add this session. So these will be the area that we'll want to double check and make sure it is good. Go ahead and submit the registration form. and you're going to receive another email, that just confirms what you've entered. And then you are good to go, and you have added another session on to the pre-existing program.